Hi, so I've been putting off doing some videos for some reason, but I thought I'd update you with a few things that have been going on. I bought a fridge freezer recently and it was £60 and I thought that's a good price, so I bought that because my old fridge wasn't working properly. And I find out that it doesn't actually function, even though the guy told me it was fully functional, and it kind of doesn't refrigerate and the freezer section doesn't freeze, so a lot of food has gone off. And I've had it about 2 weeks and the guy says, "Bull, it was cheap, what do you expect?" That doesn't make a difference. If you say it's fully functional, it's supposed to work, you know. I'm not going to buy something that just doesn't work. And this is from a shop, you have to bear in mind. Yes, under your statutory rights, it's supposed to be fully functional and fit for purpose, you know, especially if you've been told it's fully functional. There's just no excuse, is there? And it just seems everything I have to go overall with lately, because I was changing electricity suppliers as well, and with the EDF Energy I signed up online and had quite a few problems with that, because I put in what meter I had and it said what meter would you like, and you could only do direct debit meter. So under the way that, because my electricity is prepayment but my gas is direct debit, and under the way the site seemed to work because they accepted my contract, I thought that that meant that they were replacing my meter, and it turns out that they weren't even going to bother, and it led to months of pissing about, and eventually got it sorted out. Just a lot of hassle, even more. Just getting fed up of everything having to be a battle lately, and it just doesn't seem right, does it? And you know, is it just where I'm living? Do people just rip you off around here, or is that the way of the world these days? Everyone's out to rip you off and take advantage. It doesn't seem right. And it's the same with actually the job centre there. The West Midlands is the worst place for finding a job at the moment. It's got the highest unemployment and all that, and they expect you to be able to find a job, and the only jobs seemingly going are mostly part-time and don't pay the bills, and you know, you can't do that because it just wouldn't pay bills and sustain you. If you're living with someone else, you know, you could probably do that, but the world's not designed for single people to live in for some reason. Not unless you've got full-time jobs, but they're very difficult to find these days. And even if you do, it's, you know, because you've been out of work for a while, people think, oh, well, why haven't you been able to find a job, you know? Silly. And don't know what else to say really, and just would be nice for things to go right for once, rather than having to fight just to get things done the way they were meant to be done and not be ripped off. Everyone seems out to rip you off these days. It's not fair, because I mean, even with a lot of eBay sales, that all of them seem to be ripping you off as well lately. Like, bought a few things off there and pretty much all of them, some rechargeable batteries, never came from Japan, you know. PlayStation 3 never came. I bought a copy of Portal 2 and the guy, because it said it was, he would email the code, and rather than emailing the code, he wanted to try and set up his own account so that he could play on it, rather than give me the code to put into my own Steam account so that I could use it. Just getting fed up with everything, you know. Would be nice for things to not have to be fought over and just work as they're meant to, and silly.